name's Anne. I live in Sandpoint. We live off the land as much as we can, and subsistence was a way of survival growing up. Right now I am working with culture camp, and we have beach days where they go down and we try to teach them, just to gather a lot of food and going down to the beach at low tide. I'm sure you've heard it before, but when the tide is low, the table is set. We gather octopus and then sea eggs, and also ribbon kelp. We eat that raw on the beach also. Another one that people like is Bidarki's. Bidarki's name is the chiton, and the ones we get around here are the black katy, and they have 8 oval-shaped shells down the back.
The word for Bidarki in the Unangam Tunu is kasiro for Eastern dialect, or kasukich in the Atkan dialect.
Bidarkis we gather at low tide and at the low water mark, and we find them on the reefs. Lift up the kelp and look around the rocks where you think they might be stuck to.
Boy, look at the size of that one.
I try to flip the rocks back when I do that to keep the reef in the same way I found it. We go down there with table knives and just pry them off. And then the flat surface that adheres to the rock is the part we eat.
Tongue. So good. Go ahead, have some. It's good. Just eat the rest of it.
Bidarkis, well, you're on the beach, so you'd want to wear rubber boots so your feet will stay dry. And you're going to be walking on slippery rocks with kelp, so you have to have good footing or walk kind of slow or carefully on the rocks.
Yeah, it's getting too dangerous out here. Get in there.
I like to bring buckets because bring some salt water back with them to keep them alive once you get them to your house. And they can last for a couple of days. Normally we just eat them right on the beach or bring them home and eat them raw, and just cut the tongue out with a sharp knife.
And now eat the umso.
In the Bidarki, sometimes there'll be what we call milk, and you could eat that also.
Very, very nice. Wonderful.
Can you talk about Bidarkis?
This is the black ones that I just got, and you just boil water and you drop them in the water till it's black skin. They blister. Make you eat it with mayonnaise or seal oil or vinegar, or make Bidarki hash. What I'm going to do is I'm going to boil the Bidarkis that we picked this morning. And these are the raw ones, and I have water boiling, and I put 2 teaspoons of table salt. I would drop these Bidarkis in the pot. When you boil the Bidarkis, you wait for the black parts to get like blisters on them, and you know that they're done. Because you don't really boil them, you just like scald them in boiling hot water. Because if you really boil them, then they get really tough. See, it's flexible, so they're going to be done. And then I just let them cool, and you can see they have those little blisters and black part. Clean the Bidarki, and all this stuff comes off right here. So this is the milk that you could just, eat. And a lot of people, they use these shells right here, and they make earrings out of them. They just drill a hole on the side, and then they just use them earrings. And just go rinse it and continue doing it with all the rest of them. That's it. These Bidarkis here were all rinsed, and then I cut them up in little chunks. I'm gonna see what ingredients I have available and see if I can make a little dish.
Тааннаарнангин ираюуссалик анереримчин арнартгитчин
Tannar allaruq ammaslum imuhan huzu annaqim anaqaringis sanganna tatha